Tear. Tear is derived from tear, a tear-shaped jewel that possesses a soft blue hue and an amber center. It is a stone that once adorned the crown of a wise and humble king. As it was rather common and not very valuable, the king was asked why this stone. The king spoke of his youth, when he wandered through forests and fields. One day he happened across two creatures, a wind and water nymph, who were playing and dancing between earth and sky. Over time they grew accustomed to each other's company, and had all sorts of experiences together. The water nymph spoke of the shores it had seen, the trees it had grown, and the flowers it fed. The wind nymph recalled mountain peaks, towering clouds, and sensations that come from rushing through the thousand-bladed grass of meadows and fields. In awe, the king, in his youth, wished that he could experience such wonders. The nymphs thought on this and decided to ask Listella, the mother of life, on what way they could help their friend, for surely such a journey was deadly for mortal men. Thinking for a moment, the mother of life took a stone that often washed ashore from the depths of the sea and showed it to the nymphs. "I will give him this form for 3 months. Let him feel all you have to show." The nymphs rushed back to the youth and took hold of his hand. The moment they touched, he transformed into that common stone. With a torrent of water, he was taken down to the deep places of the ocean, where all sorts of strange and wonderful things reside. He spent days resting on distant shores, where he gently rose and fell in time and tide. The wind nymph would summon huge whirlwinds that pulled the stone up into the air. There he was carried by the nymphs as they rode the lightning of the storms, ran to the edges of the earth, or sat atop the tallest peaks to watch the blazing sun rise and fall. Soon the 3 months came to an end, and the boy was brought back to his kingdom. After those days of experiencing much of the world, he went on to rule justly and wisely. Among the creatures of nature and the nymphs, spirits and elements that make it, he was called, their name for that stone, the name that means the tear that dances with wind and sea. Tear.